Welcome back to Paganello. We are here on the sunny shores of Rimini. We are watching Blue Tractor versus BRAT in the 1-8 crossover pool section here in the Real Mixed Division. I'm Amelia Durbin, joined by Stefan Rapazzo, and this game is well underway as we see Blue Tractor in the blue get an immediate block in the first possession. BRAT on D now. Blue Tractor going lateral. Taking the reset. Oh, doesn't take it. Fakes me out as well. Dishes. BRAT close defensive pressure. Blue Tractor really struggling to get it off the sideline. Happy to play down the small spaces. Good no round mark from BRAT though. And there's the small space straight down the line. That's a break immediately for Blue Tractor. Hi, Steph.
Hey, Derbs. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm having a fantastic time here at Paganello.
Yes, sun is beaming down right now, steaming Willie beaming, and it is a great day to be alive, and a even better day to be here in Rimini. And Blue Tractor feeling it first thing in the morning. Get that D, cash it in, turn it into a break. They are feeling themselves, and why wouldn't they? They're living this lovely Paganello dream. It's Blue Tractor, a team from Russia, taking on BRAT, a team from Austria. Both kind of throw together teams, and they do have a little bit more to them than their place of origin. And we're looking forward to seeing what they are made of here. I'm just ripping through the standings now as we get into this next one, and I'll keep you up to date.
All right then, so BRAT on offense after getting broken in the first point. Disc is in the center of the field. Beautiful Paganello, but way too far out onto the right shoulder of the receiver. Blue Tractor now showing a bit of a dominant defensive presence. Let's see what they can do, shooting down to the right-hand side of the stadium. Stands are filling up. People having a fantastic time here in Rimini. Way better weather than it was yesterday, but I'm not trying to tempt fate.
No, don't tempt fate. That would be nuts.
Blue Tractor then down the line, continuation is good. Dishes the dad backhand into the corner of the end zone. That's 2-0 here for Blue Tractor against this BRAT side.
Blue Tractor showing they mean business in the early stages here, Derbs. And BRAT is like a mosquito ketchup. You know, there's some ex-members from the Easy and Forward crew, but mostly ketchup and mosquitoes is what I see out there. And as such, those are two teams that are on the rise in the European scene. So I would have guessed maybe a small advantage their way going in. Both teams have been great throughout the tournament, 3-0 in their initial pools as they've moved on to power pools. BRAT have dropped one game to Sandstrom, and Blue Tractor have dropped one game to Fui. Both of those super strong teams. Sandstrom, German national team. Fui, the last tryouts basically for the Czech national team. Sent it, Derbs.
Sent it indeed. High disc, two players in pursuit. Can't teach tall. BRAT are on the board. 2-1. In a single pass? Two passes?
Yeah, it was not many, that's for sure.
We saw this in the previous game, Zamzam versus Gramilia. Again, if you want to catch up, please do. It's just scroll one back on our ulti.TV YouTube page. But both teams kind of came out looking pretty passive, pretty chill, and Gramilia just dominated from the start. It went 3-0. So happy to see that this is not a repeat performance. I think both teams respecting each other equally, as you said. They both dropped a game, but they've also won 3. Probably just sizing each other up at the moment. One break, especially on beach, isn't that much of a big deal. And we have seen a very common theme of lots of teams coming back at the end and taking it to universe.
Yeah, it's been nuts how many have been taking it upon themselves to do that, Derbs.
Blue Tractor then, their first moment starting on offense. Downfield receiver going so fast, takes all the sand on the beach with him. On the sideline. High disc, gonna need to read it. Has the flying body of the BRAT player come in, but no foul call because the disc was way out of the hands. Let's see if BRAT can get their break. Fakes the backhand IO, doesn't take it. Lofty backhand over. Down the line in that very kind of popular reset movement at the moment. Super high disc. There's a body underneath it. Tries to go for the bid. Recognizes it's not possible. Blue Tractor back on offense.
And so this is a super important game, Derbs. This is a pre-quarter. This is a win and get in. They lost in their losing one. Let's see what happens here first.
Bit of flair on that catch. Love to see it.
And he flared himself right into the end zone there. Beautiful catch there to make that one work into a goal. That was Alexander Panin, known as Sasha, with the goal. But yeah, the game they dropped them out of the straight to quarters round, as some teams went. I saw Bling was actually wondering why other real mixed teams are playing now and we got to wait till 2. I was like, yeah, but they got to play to have the opportunity to play then. You're getting a bye round, basically, for being top of the pool. So, yeah, the winner of this will advance. I cannot see in the scoring exactly which teams have moved on, but based on who I do see playing, I can deduce that Sandstorm, Bling, Italia are at least 3 of those 4. The 4th, I'm gonna keep sniffing.
Looks like we're in for a fantastic round of semis and quarters.
Oh yeah, things are just heating up now, round after round, Derbs.
BRAT then looking to slay. Lofty high disc into the end zone and it's caught. That's a nice bit of offense from this BRAT side. Putting another score on the board. It's 2-3, 3-2 in favor of Blue Tractor. BRAT yet to get their break back. They are currently trading down. Not even trading down.
I think there's Lena Ortner on the play there. We'll see again in a second. But BRAT punching in a few, making a game of this. Here's the throw. And it is indeed Lena Ortner on the reception. One of the 2, at least, Ortner sisters who play.
A little family affair.
Family affair indeed, Derbs.
Blue Tractor then on offense. Nice pull. Is it going to stay in bounds?
No.
It does. Does?
Wow,
it does.
It did indeed. Great pull.
Drops just at the last second.
I was not believing it.
I didn't even think the player was. Beautiful flick huck, 2 bodies underneath it. What a grab. Ground strips himself on the way down, but that's okay. He's on D.
Oh, no. But a decent enough throw by Ermeva. I thought it gave a chance, but a good defensive play.
Perhaps just hung a little bit short. BRAT moving the disc off the sideline. Nice backhand lead into space. Gonna need, doesn't even need to tow it. Player free on the open side. Woo! There it is, even with the bid. That's a goal for BRAT. That's their break. We're all back on serve here in this pre-quarter Paganello real mixed.
Now that throw from Lainey Meister to Hammerl, the up the line, the hockey assist, was what turned that into a goal. I think Lainey Meister, an absolute up-and-coming legend. She's got great pedigree. She's played at the under-20s. She'll do under-24s, most certainly for Austria, and has just been moving on up. And that there is why, because she can produce beautiful floaty up lines into power position that create scores and so much more.
A real young talent. We've seen plenty of young talent here at Paganello. It's really putting some players on the map. So thank you to everyone who's helped make it possible. Blue Tractor with the disc. Not able to progress out their end zone just yet. Some really nice defensive pressure from the BRAT side. Woo. Bid over the shoulder. Not enough. There's the huck. Rolling flick. 2 bodies underneath it, and that is a D. I believe there is a foul being called. Steph, thoughts on that one?
So it's Parshukova, and I can't see the number 62 for BRAT. So Cetina, they got tangled up a bit. I wasn't sure that there was a foul on my first impression. I didn't think that. Looking at it now, yes, there is.
I think the argument is potentially, is the disc gone?
Yeah, I mean, so the defender went up and hit nothing but offense, and for that it is an accepted foul. The disc may have been too high for either of them anyways, but in that case, it's your fault kind of as the defender to go up into contact. You got to be better than that with your body awareness, your body control, and do a better job of avoiding that.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see players having a conversation now just about trying to figure out, who's responsible for what happens. I believe I've seen some signals saying foul uncontested, which means it will stay in the hands of Blue Tractor. I've seen some people gesturing that it needs to go back to the thrower. We'll see where the disc is picked up.
Amelia, it's
Hi.
no longer foul uncontested. It is foul accepted.
It is. Goodness me.
It's 11-11, everybody. Make a wish.
You got to kiss your wrists.
I never knew about the wrist kissing business.
I always kiss my wrists.
Maybe that's why a lot of my wishes haven't come true. Actually, that's not true. Lots of my wishes come true.
That's because you make your own luck.
Yeah, derps.
Thank you. So, foul unaccepted?
No, it is contested or accepted.
Well, I need to read the rules.
It's
Everyone,
just not uncontested
if you
anymore.
go on to the rules website, type in Ultimate Rules, I'm sure you'll find them. I will
You'll
be
see
doing it
Derbs'
after
face
spin.
there. Brought to you by
sorry.
Derbs.
So sorry. Blue Tractor. Foul contested. High disc, good grab from Blue Tractor. We haven't seen them be super confident getting it off the line. They have had some success now, but a bid is needed. Moving it to the closest sideline. Fakes the huck. Release valve found down the line. Bid, good bid. Blue Tractor really making very, very big shapes and making receivers run. That's a nice throw.
I believe that's Dannenberg. It was an absolute ripper to Kletsky, and yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful throw. Saw a nice line that he liked, saw a seam, and knew he had to get it there very, very quickly or it would have got D'd, and did exactly that. Stepped into a forehand, put a whole bunch of pepper on it, and cashed one in there for another goal. What's that make it now?
3-4 for BRAT. They got their break back, so they are on serve. They started on offense, so they have the offensive advantage. They are 1 up. Currently looking good for a fantastic game of Ultimate Frisbee. We're seeing some great plays, some lovely offense, some close defense. What I will say about this Blue Tractor side, they are making really big shapes. The previous point, you saw one of the FMPs make a handler cut, go all the way back, maybe 20 meters, 10 meters behind the person with the disc, and then have to go all the way down the line. So I don't know if Blue Tractor are going to be able to make these shapes all the way through. So let's see if they can smarten up, be more efficient. But let's look at BRAT's offense now. Good lateral cut. There's the huck trailing towards our commentator booth. High disc.
Oh, no.
And an immediate throwaway. Conservation of greatness.
And indeed, the big man Hammerall used all of that frame to, take space from behind, encroach, and then get up at the right moment. It was really, that was a sky, took it over top of him from behind. But, yep. Conservation of greatness, as you said, that throw, he could have taken a lot more time to set that up, tried to get it out quick, and just didn't find the mechanics for it.
Yeah, when the adrenaline is pumping through your veins. Oh,
what a catch.
Great bit of pressure. Really well taken and throws it from the knees as well.
Under that pressure, I loved that.
Blue Tractor goes down the line, toes it in nicely, drags the sand up. Static downfield for Blue Tractor. That's a throw. That's a goal. Even with the flying defense, Blue Tractor put a point on the board, taking us to 4-4.
Yeah, it looks like that goes to Panin again for another goal. As we creep ever forward. 5-3 the lead now for Blue Tractor. If you guys are enjoying this game, please hit that like button. Lovely to see some of you in the chats. We got a Lena Ortner fan. We got some Blue Tractor fan. White tank top guy. We got all sorts. But yeah, keep it coming. We'd love to hear from you. Send some love in the chats. Any questions you've got in the chats, bring them on. And we're here for it as Blue Tractor and BRAT duke it out for a spot in the quarters.
BRAT on offense after just being broken by Blue Tractor. Nice hands from BRAT, throws the flick huck, sitting in the wind, but a turnover. I like the option, I like the fire, but just a mis-execution on the throw. Receiver's not able to pull it in, goes way too far, which means Blue Tractor with another opportunity. 5-3, it's not that much of a lead, but 6-3 feels a little bit worse than that.
Yeah. It's crazy, these points, you know, one more the other way, one more break sometimes is really such a big difference, especially in the low score lines and early, you know, first half action when it could be, you know, 1-3 could take it to 1 point away, or that 1-4, it just hurts. And we're not quite that early, but still these break swings can really break a game open.
Seeing a foul being called by the two FMPs in the stack, but it's accepted. See what I did there?
Yeah, I did see what you did there.
Blue Tractor looking a little bit stuck again. Really not able to progress it out of their end zone. There's the flick. Player has separation. Good read on the disc. BRAT player was kind of there, but not there enough. Blue Tractor turn over. And there's another huck. Bang, 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 but goes straight OB. That's twice now from BRAT where we've seen them get a little bit too overexcited and move the disc forward at a pace that isn't
Joanna Roy, a much better hooker than that, of course, consistently, but that time really excited to get it out. The backhand must have slipped the grip, and they paid the price for it. Great seeing you guys all in the chat again. Pifre, nice to see you. Somebody that I can't read that writing said, what a catch by Maria Martus. That was the one I got excited about. I agree with you. Great seeing you guys. Back to this game. Great action.
Blue Tractor with the disc. This point starting to creep up by the time it's taken. And another turn for Blue Tractor. Just as I was thinking, they're not great at resetting the disc. But just as I criticize one, I criticize another. Another throwaway from BRAT. It's looking scrappy, I'm going to be honest.
They're mounting now. Silvestrova on the turnover prior, totally missed. And immediately after, BRAT just says, we'll give it right back to you. And I think everybody wants to take a break out there, Derbs. They're taking a timeout on the field. We're going to go do the same thing ourselves. We'll take a short break. We'll be back before you know it. We live in a world where everything can be referenced online. Imagine if the greatest moments in our sport were never filmed. Eurodisc continues to do what it takes to make free-to-watch live streams a reality. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. We'll consume the action live, and we'll support those that help to make it happen. If it wasn't streamed, it didn't happen. Eurodisc.
What a grab! Oh my God! Somehow they do it!
Here we go.
This year, London Invite is bigger than ever, with 8 teams in the Open Division, 8 teams in the Women's Division, and for the first time, a full 8-team Mixed Division.
With 5 World Games teams, USA, Canada, Australia, Germany, France.
As well as the Tokai Super Team, is sure to be the ultimate showcase of the best in the world.
More teams, more streams, more stars, more ultimate.
More excitement.
You're not going to want to miss London Invite 2025.
Welcome back to Paganello. We're here on the beach watching Blue Tractor versus BRAT. Blue Tractor up 5-3. I'm Amelia Durbin, joined by Steph. And hey, Steph, let's chat about that London Invite ad.
Yeah, that is exciting stuff. We're really stoked about the tournament, about the way it's shaping up. YouTube memberships or something. We always ask for subscriptions. This will be one of the first times we will have free-to-watch Ultimate as usual, but some of our games will be behind the membership wall. So we're getting you ready for that and hope that you'll be able to join and watch in a different manner to normal, but a different set of excitement than normal, and bringing 3 streams from London Invite. So much action, the same as you're used to, and more.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thrilled. But speaking of excitement, we're back here with BRAT versus Blue Tractor. We saw an absolutely fantastic block for BRAT. Ooh! And another grab. Come on! That's BRAT with a score 5-4.
And, you know, you always play... I like to you play your best defense when you're personally responsible for a turnover. There were multiple turnovers in that point. And you just play your best ultimate when you feel guilty about a turnover anywhere in that point. Joanna Roy, we mentioned, I said she's better than that. She doesn't throw those kind of hucks normally. Well, she just showed you, not by way of hucking, but, you know, you could tell she felt responsible. She sent that body a beautiful layout with the hand, you know, below the body at the point of reception. What a way to throw the body on the line. Love it, Joanna Roy. Great play to haul in a point.
Yeah, shout out Joanna. Great play. BRAT then on defense against this Blue Tractor side. Unfortunately, Paul does sail out of bounds, so we'll have a brick number 10 steps from the tape. Steph, if I had to ask you now, I've asked Chopo in the previous game to put some money on which team you think is going to take this win.
This is a tight one.
Are you comfortable saying anything right now?
I mean, the 1-goal lead's not doing much for me. I wouldn't be comfortable. I mean, I could put my neck on the line and make a call here.
Do it.
Let's wait till the end of this point.
I respect it. Fakes the huck, doesn't take it. I thought it had gone. Get it off the sideline with a big throw. BRAT just sitting off. You can see the marks being a little bit looser because they don't want those hucks to go out. They want to be able to be a little flatter. Somehow a huck still does get out, and that's a goal for Blue Tractor. Score is 6-5. Steph, now you're a betting man.
Dannenberg to Pannon on that one. If I'm a betting man now, it's 6-4 now. That makes it a 2-point lead. I think I was leaning towards Blue Tractor at that stage of the game. This has gotta... I still just have this sneaking suspicion that BRAT's not going away. So, I mean, the easy pick is taking the team in the lead right now.
Yep.
And I think I can just take the easy pick because I can't be so sure about these youngsters from Austria. I think they got it in them. But Blue Tractor are looking strong. They're looking the goods. They're, you know, it's a game. They're allowing BRAT to come have a sniff, come have a scrape towards them, but then find a way to pull ahead again. So I will, I'll go with the team in the lead. I'll go with Blue Tractor.
I respect it. I am going to combat you, and I'm going to go for BRAT.
All right.
I think that Blue Tractor is playing in a way that I would deem unsustainable.
Okay.
And I think they haven't shown a lot of flair being able to get it off the sideline yet. So I'm putting my money on BRAT. I think they're going to figure it out, wear them down. And I think it's going to go to Universe.
Derbs is seeing it all happen. Let's see who is the clairvoyant here.
As I say that, though, a fantastic block for Blue Tractor, which means that they are back on offense with a break chance. You can see it here in the replay. Blue Tractor says no.
And now big up the liner.
Here the sidelines cheering, encouraging their teammates on, pushing through the lactic acid building in the legs. Very, very free player for Blue Tractor. Defense for BRAT, looking a little bit behind the pace. Gonna need to dictate, disrupt. Blue Tractor not wanting to take it, throws it, low disc to the sand. And that's a turnover, but a foul being called.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Trofimov on the throw.
I think we've got to take a second look at that. I personally, from my perspective, I didn't necessarily see any contact.
Schnellinger, the accused.
You see it again here.
Oh. I thought he was a full step off.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe he's calling a foul
Prior to the
like
throw?
prior to the throw, but you can't, you know, if there is contact.
Here's another look. Do you see maybe a double team that came into play there? But was that second player more than 3 meters away? It's a tough. I definitely did not see the contact. Here's a drone angle of it. I don't know. What do you think back home? To me, there was not much, and it is a turnover. And for me, that's the right result out of this.
Yeah, I completely agree. BRAT then in the pinned up bucket hat, giving a nod. Free player downfield. Lots of players very far away from the disc. It's the way the style is quite grassy. That's a nice throw. It's going to need to be a fantastic read and more like a fantastic block. Both players choose their line, they stick to it, they go up, and the blue tracked player just wafts it away.
Boom, get it out of here.
Access denied.
Here's another look. Great takeaway. Use of space, staying in front and high pointing to get the tip. So blue tractor will take their time, pick that one up. It's Yuri Rovda on the pickup, bringing it back to the line.
You hear the sideline shouting orders to the blue tractor side, saying, do this, do that, go here, this is what we want. Clearly a team that's trained and played together. They've got systems, they've got structures, they've got plays, but not necessarily coming off perfectly right now due to the very good BRAT defense, just really sitting off the handlers and making it harder to create space. Ooh, there's a way, I'm going to say it, a very unnecessary shove there.
Yeah. Coming into the lane, getting that elbow flipper up. You know, you want to protect your line, you want to run strong, but you got to run clean and strong.
Yeah, I don't think we want to be shoving here. This is a shove-free space. No shoving. Conversation is happened, seemingly still going. I think when calls downfield happen when no one's touched the disc and it's just a lane taking, I don't think the conversation needs to go on for as long as they often do. You know, neither of you were going to get the disc, you were just cutting. So let's hope that this can be cleared up nice and quickly. You can see it from the drone shot here. But disc being checked in. Blue tractor with the disc, throws the immediate huck. Lovely high block from the BRAT player, but a foul is being called. We're getting a little bit
chippy.
Foul-y.
Joanna Dorr went up and took that away. And I thought it was clean, but the foul must have come from the throw because it's gone all the way back that way. And I can't say I was well focused enough on the throw to notice or not. Rovda made the call.
No, based on the the replay of it when they players act it out. I think the blue tractor player was saying that the BRAT player stepped across the line and kind of put an unnecessary hand in.
Well, the ensuing throw was not on. Sailed to the ground, and it will be BRAT picking it up just 5 meters out of their own end.
We're seeing some drama, some unnecessary frustration between two players here. I believe that the BRAT player called disc space. The blue tractor player did not believe that there was disc space needing to be called, and we can see the conversation happening. It'd be nice to see these players just take a breath, and you can see it again in the replay here. The mark just being a bit close, you can almost see where the point the disc space is called.
Foul accepted. Sent it. It's hanging.
And that's a goal for BRAT. You hear the "come on" calls from the sideline. That's a goal for them after a very long point. I've forgotten when it started.
Yeah, Jonas Bart read that perfectly. A beautiful ball, a little bit of a box out to maintain position, but well read and well collected. Back within one. Your pick looking all right still, Derbs. As I said, mine with some confidence, but not oozing confidence.
My only hope is that if the game does remain this tight, that players are able to take a breath, because we have seen some calls and some reactions to calls and some body language that isn't necessarily aligning with our lovely friend spirit of the game. But it's okay, it happens, it's hot, players are tired, it's a long point, it clearly means something to them. It's a pre-quarter, it's to get into the top 8 and stay there. But we'll see what Blue Tractor can do with their offense now. Disc is in hand, really aggressive fakes, happy to take the very backwards pass on the reset. Squirrely downfield movement, lovely backhand around, and another backhand around, really good from Blue Tractor. But what I will say is they have made it look very hard, and they have not gained a lot of ground at all. They've probably progressed maybe 10 meters, and there we are. There we see them moving forward now. Good defense from BRAT to keep them contained. It's not looking expansive. Fantastic D attempt. BRAT really on the shoulder. Again, they're not making massive movements forward, but they're chipping away at it. Disc is on the sideline. Still on the sideline. You can see the Huck wanting to come out, but they need to get it in a power position. Some beautiful vision, but snaffled away by the tall player in the mosquito shirt. BRAT now need to maintain their composure. We've seen them throw turnovers when they've gotten overexcited or when something good has happened, but a pick's being called. I assume the disc is going to stay where it is. Didn't affect the throw or the throw prior. But timeout being called by BRAT. A good position to take it in the center of the field. And with that BRAT timeout, we are going to take a timeout here in the booth to get some water on, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Brothers, my brothers all the way up there. Yeah. They're all stage. If I go on that side, yeah, here, I'm going to come and celebrate to the camera for score.
Yeah, look, all of my friends going crazy. I gotta brag on myself.
Welcome back to the beach. We're here at Paganello watching BRAT versus Blue Tractor. The scoreline on the far sideline is 50-60. It's not. It's 5-6. I'm Amelia Durbin, joined by Stefan Rapazzo. We're back after a timeout.
Everything tenfold to help D, misses, and the switch was great, but not good enough to shut it down. Derbs, hammer roll in the corner for the goal.
We're at 6-6 now and a break for BRAT. I say that with a question mark because the point was very long and we had a timeout, but based on the celebration, it's giving break.
Yeah. 6 is on the board though, all knotted up. 60-60 if you were looking at the sideline scoreboard. Everything tenfold here at Paganello.
Tenfold indeed. The best tournament on the beach all year. The kickoff to like the international scene. Everyone's here having a fantastic time. We're here in the Eurodisc Arena.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to everyone who's helped make Paganello possible. We've got Eurodisc, we've got VC, we've got ourselves, but also the Rimini community and all the organisers that have helped bring this tournament. It's the 34th time they've done this, and they're pros now.
It's incredible. 34 years of putting on this incredible show. You know, the city of Rimini, it's so great to know that they're behind it because they are such incredible hosts to the thousands of internationals and locals who come and put it on the line here on these beaches.
Absolutely, as we see the temperatures rising, the attitude is rising. This is a fantastic game here, this pre-quarter, Blue Tractor versus BRAT. Some fantastic ultimate being shown, and what a pleasure it is to be here.
Maria Martus kicks it over. And again, she's in the middle for the goal. That was Martus from Panin. And that makes it 7-6. Heck of a game. Derbs, they're picking them right this morning. They're picking them right.
It's an absolute incredible game, and we have had games here yesterday. We've got them all today and tomorrow for finals.
Ooh, finals day. I love a finals day.
Very exciting. What's the final schedule tomorrow? Do you know? We've got finals from all divisions, I believe. So here at Paganello, we've got a U17s, we've got a U20, we've got a real mix, a loose mix, an open, a women's division. So there is going to be finals. We're not too sure which ones they're going to be yet, but you're going to want to be here. But also this afternoon, we'll be moving into quarters and semis o'clock, which is the games that you will do not want to miss. So if you're thinking, hey, what can I do with my Easter Sunday? I know you can join us on ulti.TV, on YouTube. Press the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you're feeling up to it, you could subscribe to our Patreon to get exclusive offers, exclusive discounts, exclusive opportunities, and most importantly, you help support us to make us put Frisbee on the map. It's not possible to us to film and produce content without people like you helping us make it possible. So thank you so much to everyone at home in any way that you've supported possible. It's been amazing. But we're here at Paganello in the Eurodisc Arena. Blue Tractor versus BRAT, 6-7, as we see the gender signal being called for 2 female matching players. For real mix, we're playing with the ABBA rule, which we should all be familiar with now. It's where the gender ratio changes based on the ABBA, so it's 1 female matching, 2 male matching, 2 female matching, and so on.
Derbs, after this point, I can get everybody up to speed on tomorrow's schedule as well.
Thank you so much. Blue Tractor then with the disc, fakes the big deep throw. Cutter still going over the top. BRAT are doing a really good job of just containing Blue Tractor. Knew that IO needed to go, layout required, goes to ground. BRAT with an opportunity to get a break now. Disc is picked up. Deep strike goes, a lovely weighted disc, but swatted away. See the fist pump and the scream from the Blue Tractor player. It means a lot to these players to be here.
Oh, of course, they're getting in. I mean, there's a trip to quarters on the line here, and the more diminutive Panin got up and saved it from getting to the bigger hammer there. Great play.
This is some nice offense from Blue Tractor. Big gainer followed by a slightly smaller throw down the line. Now they're off the sideline. Continuation is late to come, but slashes to the open side. That's a good throw to the break side. Lovely sitting backhand for the receiver. Goes back into the middle with some squirrely handler movement. Looking static, downfield, not there. There it is. Right on the doorstep now, in the red zone. Down the line, streaking goes. Holding the disc in a flip grip, looking for something. Decides to take the reset. Little lefty pop, bit needed, and it's taken down beautifully there. This is really nice from Blue Tractor, really just patiently waiting, taking their time. There's the release valve, beautiful flick, arching throw over the top. That's a score for Blue Tractor as we hear the 5 minutes left call being told.
Big score by Blue Tractor there. Great patience as they worked their way into the red zone. When things could get squirrely, they were able to show some patience, and that patience is paying dividends as this game pushes forward. Another 2-point lead. So, as I said earlier, they, BRAT are good enough to stay in this. They're good enough to keep scrapping, but they cannot take that lead. They can tie it up, but they've not taken the lead. Blue Tractor keep finding ways to just get things going again in their direction, and they've done it again now.
Yeah, Blue Tractor just chipping away. Maybe I'm going to need to eat my words. I said that the way that they were playing, I think, was quite unsustainable, but they've showed me, specifically with that set of end zone movement, that they're able to just take their time and not ask too much from the players downfield. BRAT with a hand up then. Disc goes straight out of bounds. Bit too flat and hard there, so BRAT will get the opportunity to brick it and walk it to the front. Not the front, the middle. Well, technically 1/3 of the end zone. Let's see how many steps this player takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Interesting.
So it is 14.
I thought it was 10. Whoa!
Double!
Oh, that's so frustrating for the Blue Tractor player. A sick block.
Sick D, and then just even more sick grab to keep it alive. And the man who got the block gets the double happiness. Well, not the block, who got the save.
Yeah.
Got to go and get the goal as well. A great bit of play there for BRAT. I think that's Jonas Bart on the play, who makes them both, who makes the layout after the block to keep it alive and makes the scoring catch. And they bring it back to within one. Derbs is dancing in the booth right now.
I just love that throw, that like zippy kind of Oyo. It's not hard and fast, it just sits nicely. You put the disc on the wind, sit it out. Player was so free, run onto it, didn't even really need to sprint, could almost celebrate prior to catching it. Just such a textbook sandy throw. Loved it. 7-8. I'm excited. This is great. This is why we're here.
This is why we're here. 7-8. What's the time check here? 42.
The 5-minute bell went maybe 2 minutes ago, so I think we're sitting somewhere at about 3 minutes. It should be 2 minutes in about 10 seconds. Now, we've got another brick. Let's count the footsteps.
Let's count them.
Here we go.
You love it, Derbs. You count them out loud here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, that's 14 and a half.
What I'm sensing is no one really knows.
Oh, no. Block in the lane. What a bid. Great takeaway. Love that.
That's some big BRAT energy there from the BRAT side.
First throw of the sequence.
Oh, yes, sick ground.
No, Sid bobbled out Derbs. Little ground strip. Ortner did everything to get her body there. The hand did touch plastic, but not enough to get under and squeeze it.
I would have gone wild.
You're halfway there.
There's the flick from Blue Tractor, the huck. It's sitting. Blue Tractor player had a much better read on it, unfortunately, than the BRAT player.
Much better read, and the more direct line had the head start, had space, and the throw respected that. That was Panin to Martus, and another goal to keep the lead at 2 for Blue Tractor. 8-6.
8-6 or 7-9?
Ah, yeah. 7-9. My bad.
That's okay. Well, all we need to know is it's great frisbee. Now, Steph, did you know that the Paganello logo, the sun with the eye, is a fish?
The sun?
The Paganello logo
Yeah.
is a fish.
Yeah, I did know that.
You did know that?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a fish, but I was always told it's a sun.
That's a sun-looking fish.
Is it a sunfish?
Yeah, kind of. It's like a puffer fishy looking thing.
And apparently a Paganello is a fish.
Yes.
I'm learning things every day. Nice high grab, doesn't need to worry about the feet. Throws the huck, bid, not needed. Not in though.
And now
they're in. There we go for BRAT.
Door to Barth on the scoring sequence there. We got Cyril from Force Ultimate in the chats, letting us know the brick depth is usually situated at a point similar to the depth of the end zone. 18 meters outdoors, 15 meters on beach. So there we go. There we have it.
Thank
These
you
are
so
things
much.
that we should know. We do know. We just let that knowledge slip here and there. And
We're just playing around.
yeah, we're just making sure we got people in the chats who can call us up on things and help us get things exceptionally right. So thanks, Cyril. And good to see that we got Keys 47, Jonas Barth repping the Barth family from the first PAGA to today. What a story. From the first PAGA 34 years ago, the Barth family have been doing this.
Incredible.
That's super cool.
Blue tractor then. You see the BRAT sideline are starting to shout Hucker. They've recognized the players that are going to shoot it. This is really nice from Blue Tractor. Ooh! Just too far. I thought that disc was going to hit the drone then.
I thought that disc was perfect right out of the hand. It didn't have the in. Like, it ended up being flat and going outside instead of having that outside in, which I really thought it had when it left her hand. The wind wreaked a little bit of havoc on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as you kind of said that, you can feel the wind just picking up ever so slightly. However, it was a beautiful throw. A bid was required. I said in the previous game that asking a player to lay out on sand isn't necessarily quite as big as ask as it is on grass, because it's kind of more commonplace to be laying out on sand. It's softer, it's nicer, it's way more fun.
Go on, hit that like button, people. This is a heck of a game. Send your love via hitting the thumb on the screen. Thanks. Ooh, Ortner.
Good read there. Layout required off the hand. Some interesting flick form there.
Yeah,
kind of like threw the head back.
Yeah, Hammer'll get the left hand there, but it was a awkward position. Sideline coming up. I think he might have taken his eye off it for just a split second into the drop. Here we go.
Good reset positioning by Blue Tractor. Dishing it into the middle. Fakes the IO, goes back to the handler. We saw some good end zone tempo from Blue Tractor a couple of points ago. I think we're seeing it again here, just really dishing it back and forth, taking the open pass, tosses one, and that's a goal for Blue Tractor. 10-8 here in this pre-quarter. In the previous game, it got to 10-8 and went all the way to Universe, so there's plenty more frisbee left, I reckon.
Erameva from Rovda for the goal. A couple turns. I thought they had it on the deep. A little bit of sloppy return. And after that, it was Blue Tractor sticking it to him. And it looks like that is all there is. We don't have plenty of ultimate there, Derbs.
So sorry.
The +1 was set. And sometimes these things get past us. But that is it. Blue Tractor advancing to the quarters, Derbs.
Yeah, you were right.
So I win. Surprise, surprise.
A really, really good game, though, from both. I think BRAT put up a fantastic fight. We saw some really, really nice blocks. And same for Blue Tractor. They were really, really clinical on offense. I apologize for my criticism on the way that they played earlier. I think that initially it looked a bit unsustainable, but they managed to maintain it. So credit where credit's due. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah, no apologies ever. Derbs, you call them like you see them, and that's the best we can do. And, things shake. They can have some shape early and change shape late, and that's the way it played out today. But a great game. Thank you all for joining us in the chats. Make sure You don't go anywhere. As you would expect, we've got more action coming up. Fury taking on Poland is the next one on the slate. Make sure you're back for that.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you shortly. For Stefan Rapazzo, Amelia Durbin. See ya.
Thanks.
Yeah, ultimate.
ulti.TV.